Good evening. Oh, the snow's all gone. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Especially after a trip, you come back and everything's all nice and it's like spring and, you know. Anyways, let's see here. So we got a couple from the museum, dinosaur egg, and another dinosaur egg. Okay, well, what can you do? So, I'm guessing this last one is from Nook. Let's see. The HRA... Oh, from Nosegay. Ah, Nosegay left. Okay, well, I wasn't super attached to her, so... The HRA seems to, not really care about me that much. I'm slowly realizing they haven't sent me a letter in quite a while. That's fine. So... Ah, this is so nice. It's like spring, isn't that wonderful? So, you might think that because I'm only putting up a video today, that I got back yesterday, but in fact... Oh, it's the end of the month. Oh, shit. I don't have any of my stuff on me, and I can't sell anything either. Okay, I'll be back. I need to get my raffle tickets. I actually got back in town the day before yesterday, so basically I've been completely slacking. But, I was... Oh! This tree grew. Hell yeah! We made some bank. Goosebumps wants in. Hey, Goose. What do you want? You're just standing in my doorway staring at me. I just let you out like 5 minutes ago. I know you don't need to go out. Okay. And he left. Alright. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Wow, this is a lot of money. Well, I guess we can pay off part of our home loan. Why don't I do that real quick? Yeah, so I got back the day before yesterday. I was very tired, as you can probably tell. And then I slept a lot, and then the next day I was still very tired and also busy. I had to work on a lot of music stuff. And so, by the end of the day yesterday, I was like, you know what, I'm still too tired. I don't think I can do a video right now, so I decided not to. And a contributing factor in that was probably the fact that while I was away, pretty much out of nowhere, for me at least, I haven't been like keeping up super directly. I'm not like in the Discord server or anything, but the demo for the Talos Principle Reawakened dropped. And I had no idea that was gonna happen. I didn't mean to put you there. So that was very exciting. And I pretty much I at this basement, oh my god, this is really bad. I need to get this figured out. The Talos Principle is one of my favorite games ever. And it was one of the first games that really solidified for me, so first of all, that I fucking love speculative fiction. That's one of my favorite genres of fiction ever. And just like how the Talos Principle is one of my favorite games ever. And it also really solidified for me that I just really, really, really like first-person puzzle adventure games. Very, very specifically. Which is a little bit unfortunate, as some might say, because that's not the most saturated genre out there. And you could reasonably make an argument saying it is my favorite genre out there. And so there's not a whole lot to choose from. And that's probably part of the reason why I loved Outer Wilds so much, besides the fact that it's just a very, very good game, is that, what am I doing? Did I only pick up 2 tickets? What am I doing with my life? Wait, no, it's 5 per spin. Did I only have 11? I think I only had 11. I have to check. I thought I had more than that, but I also didn't really buy that much stuff this month. Nope. That's all I had. Alright, well, guess that's it. Didn't win anything today, but that's fine. Yeah, so I really liked the Talos Principle. I really loved Outer Wilds because it is a first-person adventure or puzzle adventure game. I also really loved The Witness. I thought that game was really, really great. I recently played Braid 2, made by the same person who made The Witness, and that game was also amazing. Very, very good. I played the remake of Braid, and I thought it was great. Very pretty art, very pretty music. Just a very good game all around. And very, very, very good puzzle design as well. Everything is just very, very good, as I keep saying. And then I also played... I want to talk to you, Pippi, real quick. Hold on. Jay, is it possible you're avoiding me? I'm not avoiding you. You know... I just realized she's wearing she's wearing Garfield. No way. Of course Pippi's wearing it. She's my best friend. I wouldn't expect anything less of her. Of course she's wearing it. Oh my god, that's amazing. Can I help out? I'm so glad you're here. I have the perfect job for you. You know Cyrano, don't you? Well, I want you to go ask that moocher for my camera back. If you happen to be going near Cyrano's house, could you pick it up? I can certainly do that for you. Perfect. So, I also, a while ago, played another first-person puzzle adventure game. I should also probably mention the fact that, as a kid, I was basically raised on Myst and Riven, those cyan, like, point-and-click, first-person point-and-click puzzle games. And, Exile, although that one I don't think was made by Cyan. I think that one was outsourced or whatever. But those, I played those as a kid with my family, and we actually, we didn't beat Myst or Exile, but we did play Riven all the way through to completion together. And that is probably one of my favorite childhood memories. Goosebumps is howling upstairs. Hope you can't hear that. Probably one of my favorite childhood memories, just finishing Riven with my dad and my sister and I all crowded around this just awful laptop that we were playing it on. This was back in like maybe the mid to late 2000s. Probably closer to the mid-2000s, and that laptop must have been like 6 or 7 years old. I really would not be surprised if my parents bought it in the 90s, and it was just falling apart. But we played, and of course, like, Riven can run on a potato, provided you're not trying to run it on a modern OS, which we were using Windows XP. So we didn't really have any problems running it, but it's still just funny that we were playing it on such an awful computer. And yeah, we were all just, I can't sell anything. Well, I guess I'll just, yeah, see you later. I guess I'll just, what am I gonna do with these peaches? I can just leave them like outside my house, can I? I don't want to just dump them all on my floor. I'm just gonna leave them out here. Yeah, we were all crowded around this really shitty laptop, and we beat it together, and it was a ton of fun. So it's definitely like my love for the puzzle adventure genre has been ingrained in me from a young age, I guess you could say. So it only makes sense. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that Quern Undying Thoughts is another first-person puzzle adventure game that I played a while ago that I really loved. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't like quite as good as the Talos Principle or the Witness or Outer Wilds, but I think I beat Quern before I played the Outer Wilds. I might be wrong though. Time doesn't really work in my head that well. So a lot of this stuff is just like, I know these events that have happened in my life, but I cannot place them on a timeline. And so I played that, and I really liked it. And like, I've been keeping up with all the stuff Jonathan Blow has been working on, at least a little bit. And I've been keeping up with the stuff that Crow Team are making, like the new Talos Principle stuff. But that stuff is very easy to keep up on because both Crow Team and Jonathan Blow are kind of like, they've made games so big and been around for so long that they are kind of a part of pop culture at this point in a way. And so no matter what I do, like, the algorithms of the various social medias I use have picked up on the fact that I am interested in both of these developers, and so it like pushes content about them to me, and in that way I have news about both of them automatically delivered to me. And so it's like, I don't even have to put any effort into keeping up with both Jonathan Blow and Crow Team. But with Quern Undying Thoughts, which is like the other standout puzzle game, of course not including shit, I really should know the name of the studio that made Outer Wilds. All I can think of is Annapurna, and they shut down. It's got like a U in it or something, doesn't it? Oh, this is gonna bug me. Hold on, I gotta look this up real quick. What studio made Outer Wilds? Mobius. Yeah, Mobius Digital. That's it. It does have a U in it. Yeah, I knew it all along. See, so basically, what I'm trying to say is the three studios, quote unquote, or like developers, I guess, because Jonathan Blow isn't a studio, he's just a developer. The three developers that have made games that I've enjoyed enough that like just the names of those developers kind of stand out in my mind, and I'm interested in what they continue to do, are 4 developers, I guess, are Crow Team for the Talos Principle, not for Serious Sam. I never had a huge interest in Serious Sam. Jonathan Blow for the Witness and Braid. No, it is 3. What the fuck? No, it is 4. Crow Team, Jonathan Blow, Mobius, and the people who made Quern. Another name that I can't remember, even though I'm talking about names that I remember. It doesn't matter. The 3 developers that have impressed me to the point that I want to continue to follow the games that they make, because I really enjoyed the games they made, are 4 developers. God damn it, what the fuck am I doing? The 4 developers are those, and 3 of those are developers that are very easy to follow because it is automatically served to me, like I already mentioned. But the developer behind Quern, they are much smaller. They're more niche, and so people talk about them significantly less, in my experience, at least. And so, and like, even the fact that, well, I was gonna say the fact that I've forgotten their name, kind of goes to show, like, how hard it kind of is to keep up with them, because they don't regularly come up, like, in my stuff, and I don't have time to, like, research that stuff on my own and constantly check and, like, oh, are they doing something new? No, they're not. I can't do that, except for the fact that I forgot what the name of Mobius Digital, so maybe I'm just bad at remembering names. Maybe that's not actually a point after all. Anyways, so I guess what I've been trying to say this whole time is that somehow a little over 6 months ago, the people who made Quern released a demo for the new game they're working on, and I just never knew, because it just, like I've already talked about, I can't, like, put all this time into keeping up with them when 90% of the time there aren't updates on, like, what they're working on, it's kind of something that has to come to me in a way. And it just never did for whatever reason. But I was actually, what happened was, like, when the demo for the Talos Principle Reawakened came out, I played it and I was like, I mean, it's more the Talos Principle, but I fucking love the Talos Principle. So I really enjoyed it. I played it, and then I played some community-made puzzles, because they did, like, the level editor and stuff. I messed around with that a bunch, and then I made my own puzzle, and then I finished that, and then I was like, well, now that I've played this, I'm in, like, a puzzler mood. I want to play another first-person puzzle adventure game. And so my first thought was, oh, I'll just re-download the Talos Principle 2 and play through that again. And so I went to the Talos Principle 2 and I went to download it, and that game is fucking like 80 gigabytes. Like, can we please stop making games so massive? It's incredibly inconvenient, and frankly, I don't care about 4K textures that much. I just want to play my games when I want to play them, and it's very difficult to do that when games are 80 plus gigabytes nowadays. Anyways, I saw that and I was like, I don't have enough fucking space for that, so I went through all the games I had installed on Steam to figure out, like, what games I could uninstall to make room for it. And as I was going through it, I saw the the page in my library for Quern, Undying Thoughts. And I went to look at it, and then in the little like news announcements thing that appears under the game when you're looking at the page on your library, it said there's like a post from over 6 months ago, from June of last year, that was like, hey, we put out the a demo for our new game, come check it out. And I was like, what the fuck, how did I miss this? And so instead of playing the Talos Principle 2 or downloading it or whatever, I went ahead and downloaded the demo for the new game, which is called Midhaven, and played that instead, and I had an absolute blast. It was so much fun. I got stuck a couple times because mostly just because I was being dumb. But the way I play puzzle games, I'm so deep in it that if I look up a guide for a puzzle, if I like look up a solution or use a hint, it like ruins my experience with the game. So I can't do that, or else I won't have fun anymore. And so I literally at one point, because again, like it wasn't any fault to the way the game was designed, it was literally just because I was being dumb. I literally sat there for like, I want to say 30 minutes to an hour, just like trying to understand from, you know, the limited clues and stuff, what was going on and what I needed to do. And then eventually I got it figured out after quite a while of just basically banging my head against the wall trying to understand what was going on. There have been so many pill bugs in these rocks today. So yeah, I had a blast with it. I thought the game had a great sense of humor. It looks gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. The sound design is really good. The music is really, really good. And so all in all, I guess what I'm trying to say is, coming out of that demo, not only have the developers of Quern done it again, so to speak. From what I can tell, it is just a demo, so like it's obviously not nearly the entire game. But they have not only done it again, but they have done it probably better, is what I would say, because what is my deal? I can't find any money rocks. I've only been able to find like 1 or 2 fossils every day. I don't know what's happening recently, but this game just isn't cooperating with me. They've done it better. I feel like they learned a whole heap of lessons from making Quern, and they've just applied all of those lessons to this game to make it even better than what Quern ever was, or ever even could have been. And so I'm really excited. Like, I was already excited because it was another first-person puzzle adventure game by some people who made a game that I really enjoyed. And I was aware of it before. I was aware of this new game they were working on before I knew they had dropped a demo for it. So I had been already like kind of excited about it for a while, but the demo really was the thing that's like, okay, I am now really excited for this. Of course, I'm also excited for the Talos Principle we reawakened to fully come out. That's coming out in April, so I'm excited about that. But at the end of the day, I'm expecting it, of course, to be mostly the same. I assume they'll be changing up some puzzles here and there, but obviously it's a remake, so they're not gonna stray too far from the original game, you know. I don't know where Cyrano is. I don't think I've seen him anywhere. Unless I've just walked past him. So, and I've already played through the Talos Principle a number of times, so it's not going to be anything groundbreaking, I don't think, but it'll be a lot of fun to, replay it in this new, with like all the new, fancy new graphics and quality of life features and maybe a few like it'll be fun to look for the few clever twists that they throw in throughout, So I'm still excited, even if it's mostly going to be the same thing, but I am officially very excited for Midhaven. That's probably easily that is my most anticipated puzzle game right now. Which is very painful because it still doesn't have a release date, despite the fact that the demo released over 6 months ago. But what can you do? I don't know where Cyrano is. I'm gonna mail off this fossil and I think just call it quits for today because I am very tired and I don't want this to go on for too long. So go ahead, take this. There you go. Today I've also made very good progress on the non-combat version of the track for Gorecore. So it's shaping up pretty well. I feel like it's in a good place where it like sounds kind of similar to the regular combat version. And it will like mesh well with it when fading between them. However, it's still kind of its own thing. It's got its own vibe, which will help a lot with variety and whatnot, which is something I had talked about with the developer. So I'm liking it. But yeah, I guess that's it. You're all caught up on my life now. Not a whole lot going on. That's how it goes, though, I guess. So I will see you tomorrow.